welcome to You Beautiful Magical You. It's Thursday and it's the Magical You series. We are heading into magical choices. Susan Lazar Hart here in the driver's seat. So grateful for all of you showing up, and it's a beautiful sunny day in Montreal. And welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll just wait a few minutes for the algorithms to kick in, and we are going to go. One of the biggest things that people have been writing me about this week is choice. How many of you have decided you have no choice? You're in self-isolation, you're not working, you're can't do something. You hear all the no's in there. Well, one of the things we're going to be talking about today is how we can actually retrain our brains into a better habit of living with choice. Hey, Patty, welcome, welcome, welcome. Tell us where you're from. We have an international community. And if you're new to Ask Susan, this is not a dialogue or monologue, it's a conversation in which we actually will delve into what isn't working for you and see if we can shift and change that by being the question and being in the question. So let's begin. Choice. What have you decided choice is? Hey, Brenda, that it actually isn't. Right. So when we're very little, we're taught, do you want, I'm giving you a choice. Do you want vanilla or chocolate? Well, that's like either or, right? You can either go to sleep early or you can watch TV and then you have to do this or that, right? That's choice with an agenda, right? So how many of you were taught that choice had to do with giving somebody else what they wanted of you and from you? Hey, Miriam, welcome. Right? It's not choice. That's you receiving the information and deciding what would create the greatest amount of possibilities for you and going for that and choosing that. Right? Because we are choosing all the time. I just contradicted myself. We are choosing all the time. So what is it you've decided choice is? Have you decided choice is a punishment? Have you decided choice is selective? Hey, Kelly. Have you decided choice is, well, pop in. What have you decided choice is? Just write it in the comments, right? Again, we're taught something that actually isn't congruent, right? We're taught when we're very little, if and then, right? If you choose this, you will get that. If you choose to behave like this, you will receive that. If you're good, Santa will come and give you a reward. So how many of you were taught that if you just do the right thing, you're making the right choice? Ouch, right? So many of you have been writing me saying, hey, Nicole, saying, I'm working. I'm busy. And nothing's happening. Well, have you decided that if you're just good at what somebody told you you were good at and you kept doing more of it, you would get the reward? How many of you were told that was true choice? There's so many compilations of what we've decided choice is that it actually isn't. The magic of choice, the magical choice, has to do with being aware. I choose happy on, says Miriam. Yeah, right? What magic is with choice is we have the possibilities of choosing, and choosing, right? Without having to make it right or wrong. Again, how many of you were taught as a very young child, you made your bed, now live in it. You chose that. This is what you're stuck with. You better be happy because that's what you chose. Do you feel the punishment of choice? Right? Yeah, I got a lot of hearts on that. Deciding what will create greater. Brenda, cool. So choice is not a decision. Just a little sidebar. Choice is active. It's ongoing. Choice is choice, right? So choosing, I wonder what this will create. Go on, choose it. See what it creates. Choose something else. That's the magic of you. I said at the beginning, it's about retraining the brain, right? Our brain is a memory bank of everything we've been and done in all of our experiences. So if we were taught and trained at a very young age That choice is a punishment. That choice is the end of the means. You chose this, right? My mom was married at a very young age, and she went to her parents and said, this isn't working out. I'm living in his mom's house and it's just not working out. And I need to choose something else. And my grandmother sent her back and said, that you made your choice. Now you live with it. And she got divorced 2 years later and had a baby before the divorce. So she ended up going back, having a baby, and then getting divorced. How many of you were told, and choice was a pushback, right? Nicole, choice was not even in my consciousness when I was young. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, the thing is, we did choose. We chose all the time. We might have chosen the better of two evils, right? I remember being with my brothers and their friends in a construction site. And I was very young, and I had to go to the bathroom, and I ran home, and I peed in my pants on the way home, and it didn't make it. And my mother opened the door, and she said, what did you do? And I chose to lie. And I said, oh, Stevie put a hose on me. She immediately calls up the parent and starts to yell at the parent. And to which I had to own up and said, no, actually, Mom, I peed in my pants. So I was punished. Knowing that I was going to be punished, I lied, that I chose to lie. And my mother chose to punish me, and I knew that would be my punishment, right? So I actually chose what I thought was the lesser of two evils. None of them created greater possibilities, right? But that's how I was taught to survive in my family, right? How many of you were taught that choice is which choice, what can I choose that will get me less in trouble? Hey, Nancy, right? There's no consciousness there. So you're absolutely correct, Nicole. Very few of us were taught what consciousness and choice was all about at a very young age. And now there's so much information, right? So it's about retraining the brain from that habit of, oh, I got to choose. I'm stuck with this. Whatever you were taught or trained with, you chose it. Now you got to own it. To, so what could I choose today? Who am I today? What grand and glorious adventure can I be, do, have, create? Choose and celebrate, right? What if choice was a celebration? How many of you say, I'm going to choose something and put it over there? So until you have a backlog of all the things you were going to choose. Where's the magic there? Choose it. Take a step. What's one right step I could take here? What's one step I could take here? Right? What is that? What if it just feels light and for this 10 seconds? Choose it. And let the universe know. See, once you start letting the universe know, I'm in choice, then magic is created. Like, I kept saying I was going to clean my office, for the last 2 years, and all of a sudden we're home and I'm like, okay, that's it. I'm choosing it. And what did I find? You know, if you've been watching my posts, I found about $700 and $800 in all the old journals. Threw the journals out and kept the money, put it away to create more money for me. Right? Choice, right? I didn't say, okay, now I have, somebody wrote and said, oh, it's too bad there's no luxurious things you can do with your money right now. There's no question there. My joy was the magic of discovery and choosing to clean up and choosing to throw out. Questions. What's popping for you on the magical choices, right? Got some nice hearts on that one. For me, I've been looking and educating myself. I'm always educating myself. There's always something I'm reading, some new book, some piece of information. It's my choice to live it as the question, to ask, what clarity can I receive today, right? That I haven't been willing to be or see. Talking to my business. What choices are we, what's going on today? Let's choose something different that would actually support the clients that I'm playing with, right? So what are your questions about choice? What is choice for you? What is choice with you? And are you willing to recognize the magical choices that we have each and every 10 seconds? Because it's not, there are a lot of people say, well, I'm choosing. There's no magic in there. Rather than, so what would this create? I'm going to choose it. I'm choosing. Okay, cool. I wonder, is this light? Is this heavy? Right? Oh, it's light. Okay, cool. If it's heavy, what information is there for me that I haven't been willing to be or see? Where's the clarity there? Right? Choice. Choice creates awareness. Awareness doesn't create choice. You got to put your choices into action. That's part of the magic of being alive, of choosing, is putting them into action. Right? So when you're home right now, when you're with your business, with your body, with your relationships, what magic have you been ignoring with the choices that you're actually refusing? Right? We do refuse, and that's a choice, but there's no magic in that choice. The magical choices are the ones that are like pop, pop, yes, okay, next, right? I choose every morning to go outside and walk the dog, and I'm looking at the birds. I'm listening to the birds, and it's a choice to receive from the birds and the trees. Right? It adds to my life and my living. Are you willing to have those choices add to your life and your living? Are you willing for choice to be uncomfortable? How many of you have decided that choice, hey Nidhi, is something that's always comfortable? No. The magic is in your growth as you choose. Right? How many of you were taught choose it or lose it? The magic is in the growth as you choose. What if there was nothing to lose? What if there was no right choice or no wrong choice? Who are you, what are you, and how are you as you are choosing? So as we choose, and we choose, again, we're choosing all the time. Every nanosecond, we're choosing. Are you willing to bring those choices into who you be and be with them? Right? So it's not necessarily choose. It's more like, oh, okay, cool. So I'm going to be with this choice for a second, maybe 2 seconds, maybe 3 seconds. There's a book I chose to buy, I guess, a year ago, and I put it to the side. And all of a sudden I'm like, and I'm starting to read it. This morning I got up at, the light's funny in here. This morning, there we go. This morning I got up at around 7 o'clock, and I'm like, okay, now's the time. It's like, yeah. And it's all about being present and mindfulness and choice. Funny that, right? Okay, Susan says, thank you. What if the magic is in my choice? Absolutely. Yes. Miriam says, I also walk my dog and I'm amazed by the sound of the birds. I know, isn't it yummy? Okay, Susan, what if choice is a celebration? Yes. What's possible with my health and well-being? How can I outcreate my current circumstances? What information is available for me to see, be, do, have, and what magic is available? So, are you willing to be those questions? Right? How can I outcreate my current circumstances? If I'm going to just play with this one for a minute. You notice there's just a little bit of heaviness in there, right? Because if we decide that these are my current circumstances, you kind of stick yourself, right? What's possible here for me that I haven't been willing to be or see, right? What else is possible beyond that? What's underneath this? So I might ask you to just play a little bit. What choices are underneath what you've decided are current circumstances? Have you decided that, a current, I just got a visual, a current, it's in a river, it flows, right? So we use the word current. We actually misuse the word current. Current means to keep going. So when we stick ourselves with, these are my circumstances, I would ask you to ask, and truly what else is possible here, right? Be with what it is and how it is that you're creating. And then ask yourself, so what other choices are possible for me? Right? Is it reaching out to a mentor? Is it just being present? I'm a big, I often say to my clients and to you as well, write down everything that, you would like to create. Write down all the possibilities. And then look at that list and ask, which one of these is tugging me? Which one of these is a place for me to pivot from where I am to where I'd like to go? what's required here? See, those are choices, right? And are you willing to live that energy? Right? That's what I work with when I work with my clients one-on-one or in groups. Most of you know, because a lot of you have been working with me, are you willing to pivot? What would you like to focus on? Focus is a choice. Focus is one of those magical choices, right? Instead of add a question, ask a question, ask a question, ask a question. Focus, right? And I would ask you to ask, which one of these questions create the greatest amount of possibilities? If you're re-listening, press hashtag re-listen. If you're just coming in later, hashtag replay. And we're throwing out so many questions here. Which one of these is like the yes, and be with it, right? There's a big difference between slowing yourself down. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking you to be present with it. Just be present with it. Yay. Oh, I got lots of hearts on that one. Hey, Rita. Susan, thank you, Susan. Thank you, Susan. What's possible here that I haven't been willing to see? What other choices are possible for me? And I also ask, what's possible here that I haven't been willing to see or be? Right? Because again, it's all about being you. Each one of us is totally different. And part of being you is the choices that you're making. So what's possible here that I haven't been willing to be? Maybe how many people were told that they shouldn't be a writer, shouldn't be a singer, shouldn't be an actor, shouldn't be a mom, shouldn't be a dad, whatever that role is, right? It's not about being the role. It's about being what creates that nurturing that works for you, right? So what choices have you been refusing that you really could be choosing, that if you did choose them, would create more of you in every way? And what vibration is that with the universe, right? We often talk about like meets like, magnetize. Are you willing to magnetize your life and your living with what you've decided you can't, won't, don't, right? Throw those out. What could I choose today that would add to my life and my living right away? And be the presence of that. Hey, Marie-France. Let me know if that assists you. Are we in the right wheelhouse here? Let's see some thumbs up. Yay, thank you so much. I could talk forever. And Magical Choice is one of my favorites. It's this whole magical series has been magical. And thank you so much. I love to hear from you. Please write me with your feedback on what's changed for you with the magical series and what more you like. We're going to head into magical relationships. That's the one next Thursday. I'm saving that one for you, babe. Hey, Sandy, welcome, welcome, welcome. So we've had a lot of juicy nuggets about choice. Anything else popping for people, right? For those of you who are just coming in, please go back and listen and let me know what pops for you. I always love to hear from you. Choice creates. Choice creates awareness. Awareness doesn't create choice. You got to choose it. You got to put your toe in the water to know what the water feels like, right? Choice. Oh, okay. I think I'll try this, sip this, touch this, make love to this, create this. Wow, that wasn't what I thought. Okay, cool. Now what could I choose? Or, ooh, I'll have more of that. Okay, cool. Now how much more could I play with my choices? Choices are play. They're not punishment. I'm going to repeat that. Choices are play. They're not punishment. Again, we were taught something very incongruent when we were very young, that there's a reward for the right choice. There's no such thing as the right choice. Either that choice works for you or it doesn't. If it doesn't, so what information, what clarity did I get right there? Sandy goes, I'll catch the replay. Thanks for popping in, Sandy. Yeah, it's like, oh, cool. That was an interesting choice. I'll often ask when I'm looking at things, when I'm asking about things, when I'm investigating things, I'll check in with my body. Body, help me. Can you assist me with this choice? Is this light for you? Is this what magic can we create together? Right? Because your bodies are with you. That's a choice you made. Perfect example of a magical choice. You came here and chose a body on this planet, on this earth, in this 10 seconds. How, what, where, and who. Choice. Yeah. Cool, cool, cool. If we have no more questions, I like to keep these short and sweet. I really appreciate all of you for coming in on this Thursday. Again, next Thursday is Magical Relationships. That will be the last in our magical series. So catch up if you say, oh, I missed them. Well, get our newsletter. We have all the replays in there, or just scroll down on the Ask Susan Facebook site. And let me know what pops for you. It's amazing if you're willing to live in choice, right? Not for choice. Oh, wow. So how many of you are living for choice? Choice is, right? Choice is organic. It never ends. Choice, 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 right? I remember when my father was 101, he was in the hospital, and I asked him, Miriam says, thank you, Miriam. And I asked him, Dad, have you always lived your life for everybody else? And he said, he just nodded yes. And I said, well, now it's your choice. This is your life. This is your choice. And he passed away 10 hours later. How many of you are waiting for permission to choose? Everything that brings up, whew, a fair amount of you, I think. Would you be willing to let it go? That's part of the entrainment that you were taught at a very young age that you do not require now, right? So that's a great question that I'll leave you with. How many of you are waiting for permission to choose? What if you actually just choose? You chose to come on here. Choice, right? Yeah, I wonder what that could create. What magical choices can I be with today that would add to my life and my living and the planet right away? I adore you. I will see you on Ask Susan Sunday. Come on in, write in. I love to read. I check in every day. I love to see what you're up to. And if you have any special requests, let me know. And as always, if you want to dive deeper and have some one-on-one time with me in mentorship as a special with my clients, let me know. Hey, Veronica. I'm always here for you. All right, I adore you all. Live boldly, love greatly. Love yourself greatly. That's a huge magical choice. And be that fearless leader you came here to be, because the world needs more of you and not less. Bye-bye. See you on Sunday. And see you next Thursday for magical relationships. I can't wait to see what that creates. Bye. Hello, everyone. Susan Lazar Hart here with part 2 of Magical You, Magical Choices. I was so thrilled to be with you all that I came early at 11. And so we'll call that part 1 and this part 2. If you want to join us, that background's a little busy. If you want to join us, please do jump in with your questions from part 1 if you were at part 1, and we'll be playing with part 2. So, hey, Janet, welcome, welcome. Hey, Melissa, welcome. Just waiting for you. Hey, Patty, welcome again. Hey, Vanessa, welcome, welcome. Hey, Christina, welcome, 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 everybody. This is going to be called Magical Part 2. Hey, Rosanna. I was so thrilled again to be with you all that I started early at 11 o'clock. So thank you, my wonderful VA. Janie told me, did you switch it around on me? And I'm like, no, but thank you. That's a great choice to be aware. Hi. So let's talk about choices and choice. Here's a perfect example, awareness. Choice creates awareness, right? So in choosing to be aware and checking in with my emails today, I heard that I actually had given my class at 11 o'clock this morning. So I love that. How magical is that? You all get 2. So go listen to part 1 and we'll do part 2 right now. So we'll start off with, yay, right? What is choice for you, right? For the most part, we've been taught that choice is something that is aside from us. So one of the comments that was made earlier was, in my circumstances. Well, you feel how heavy that is, right? What if you have the capacity to change what isn't working for you with choice, right? You choose, you choose, you choose. We're always in choice. But we're not taught that choice is organic. We're not taught that choice creates. We're taught you made your choice, now stick with it. You see the difference in the energy there? One is, I wonder what I could choose today. What choices are here for me that I haven't been willing to be or see? Instead, we're taught that's what you chose, you're stuck with it. Or here's your choice, A or B. What about C, D, E, F, G? What about all those other flavors? What about all those other colors? What about all those tastes and textures? That's what I would choose from a buffet. But generally, we're not given a buffet to choose from. So we're brought up with the idea that choice is actually a punishment. Right? Choice is a jail. I'm not choosing that. Well, what are you choosing? I don't know, but I'm not choosing that. Right? You see, there's no magic there. The magic of choice is that it's ongoing all the time. So, as this is not a dialogue or monologue, come on in with your questions and let's have this conversation. It's a really juicy conversation on choice. Choice creates, right? Choice creates. What is it that you're refusing by not choosing? That if you actually stepped into choice as possibility, choice as magic, choice as creation. Right? We're taught at a very young age that we're not supposed to choose. We're supposed to choose what somebody chose for us. How many times were you given something and said, somebody said, don't you like that? How many times have you been told, but that's what you said you wanted. That's what you chose. So everywhere you were stuck by someone else's point of view of what choice is. And you had to reflect back to them their value for their choice. And you entrain that into your being. Yeah. Would you be willing to let that go? Right? Yeah. So, questions. What is it that you have a question about with choice? Right? That's a choice. How many of us were taught, don't question. I'll choose for you. You see how all the wars that we've been part of, all the lifetimes we've been part of, right? And we were told that's what they chose, as if it was a definitive, as if it defines who you are. Janet says, yes, please let it all go. All right, right? You chose a body. What else is possible? What magic can we play with here? Body. What is it you'd like to play with today? Are you willing to choose to be present? Right? So I talked earlier on part 1 that this is about retraining the brain. Right? The brain is filled with the information that we give it. And then we react to that information, to that memory bank. Yeah. So what if you actually chose to be present with whatever it is you're choosing without going back to what it was, what it had to be, to not going back to that memory of the choice that you made. I'm not going to do that again because I remember when I chose that, it didn't work for me. I'm not going to choose this again because look what it brought me. That's a no choice choice. That's just playing with what's underneath all of this, right? So that's a great question to ask. What's creating that? Oh, that's my memory bank. That has nothing to do with the magic of choice. All right, are you with me? Oh, I got thumbs up. Yay, and a heart. Are you with me? Let me see. Are we in the right wheelhouse? It's a huge aha for a lot of people to realize that they were given totally incongruent information. Right? If you're good, you can choose to stay up later. Right? If you do this, hey Rita, welcome back. If you are, if you save your money, you can choose something else. Hi, Miriam. Right? So we're taught that there's an if and then. There's a cause and effect to choice. So do you see how we could kind of get freaked out about the idea of like, I can't choose? How many of you are like, you choose for me, I can't choose? Right? Well, a true leader just goes there. Choice, choice, choice. Oh, not my best choice, but okay, choice. Can we return to center to the old memory bank? Why bother? Let it go. You can do whatever you want. But I don't like to complicate things. It's like, I'll just return it to sender. I don't care where it goes. And the memory bank is about, there's yes, you can return to sender. You can, absolutely. But are you willing to let it go? Right? That's a choice. That's a magical choice. The choice of letting go. Let it go, let it flow. Right? Oh, that actually doesn't work for me. All right, I'm going to retrain. I'm going to create a greater habit of actually starting to be present with choices that create and acknowledging with gratitude those choices and what they're creating. Christina said we didn't have a lot of choices for ourselves. Absolutely. Martine, hi, welcome, welcome. Well, we had choices. Most of us chose survival. Now, how fucking cool is that? Oop, pardon me. Right? Acknowledge gratitude. Yeah, hey, cool for me. Those are choices that I made that have me living, growing, breathing, alive right now. Okay, awesome. Acknowledge the strength in you. Magical choice. Magical choice. Magical choice. Right? Yeah. Choice creates. You might be judging what that choice created. Choice creates. It's like, that was interesting. Cool. Hey, Cass, welcome, welcome. So for all of you just coming in now, I was so thrilled I had to start at 11 o'clock. So go back or go forward or go present or whatever it is after this one. Listen to part 1 that I did at 11. And if you're just coming in now, re-listen to this one. Questions, anything popping for people? It's a huge, huge, huge awareness that, the choices that I was given actually were not congruent with who I be, what I be, and how I be. So how many of you were made wrong for the choices you made when you were younger? And you're bringing that into the present. The magic of all of this is acknowledgement, is awareness, is gratitude, right? Cool. I wonder what I could choose today. Who am I today and what grand and glorious adventure can I be, do, have, create, generate, and choose? Janet. Hey, Juliet. Hey, Deborah. Janet says choice. Janet says choose. Choice was squashed as a child. Time to grow. Well, time to grow beyond. Right, Janet? Time to grow beyond for everyone. It's about going beyond. It's like, what can I choose today? Right? That would add to my life and living right away. Choice. The magic of choice. It doesn't cost anything. It's who you be. Your body is choosing all the time. Every nanosecond. The cells are shifting. You're shifting. We're all shifting. The airwaves are shifting. Choice. Choice to tune in. Choice to tune out. Right? Hey, Rosanna. Janice says, beyond D. Yeah. Questions? Anything popping for anyone? This, the whole way that we've been treated with choice is a way to be controlled. Janet says, thank you, Janet. Right? So, and that's why I'm saying it's about really retraining to reach for gratitude. It's like a muscle. Right? The more you're willing to choose, the more you're willing to acknowledge your choices, the more magic gets created. And then the gratitude and acknowledgement. I'll have more of that, thank you so much. Choice. Choice creates, right? And what if choice wasn't significant? Like everywhere you've made choice as, oh, damn, okay, now I got to choose. Right? What if it wasn't significant? What if it was choice? I'm going to choose. Like I chose to go on at 11 o'clock this morning. I wonder what that is going to create. Oh, now you have double me, double fun. All in one day. How'd you get so lucky? Right? It's just choice. Right? Who was it that was tugging at me this morning at 11 o'clock and needed the information right then and there? I don't have to know. Choice. Choice creates. Right? Acknowledgement and gratitude with choice, the magic of choice. So, anything popping for anybody? Some feedback, what choice is for you, what it isn't for you. It's very, 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 very magical. The magic is in the acknowledgement and in the gratitude, right? Because we have choice. We've always had choice. We were just told that choice was something different than the magic that it truly is. So everywhere you've decided you can't do something, or you say, I'm choosing this later, right? Write down your priorities. Which one of these would be fun to choose and play with today? Choose to write down your priorities. I wonder what that would create. Every choice creates. Do you get that? Every choice creates. Yeah. Martine, choose not to panic with this corona thing, and so grateful for that pause. Absolutely. Hey, Skinny. Absolutely. Gratitude. Huh. Cool. Look at what this is creating with the skies, with the animals, with the oceans, with every form of life on the planet. Might not be what you had in mind, but take your mind and let it go. And ask, so what contribution can I be as the magical being that I truly be? Without a point of view, because the magic is in you, right? The magic is not in what you're doing, what you're saying. The magic is in your choice to actually be you. All of you. No matter what it looks like, no matter what it takes. Oh, I got a heart on that. So, again, if you're just coming on in, have a listen. I did one at 11 o'clock. And I'm doing one now with you. So any conversation you'd like to have, I'm right here for you. Let me see your questions. Otherwise, I will love you and leave you. And it's just a choice, right? Remember that. Choice is just a choice. Oh, I could choose again. That's the magic. The magic of not making anything significant. The magic of taking the weight off of what, how, and who you are choosing with, and actually being in the question of choice. Choice, the new frontier. That's the magic. We're all heading into a new frontier. I wonder what this choice will create. Let the universe know. I'm choosing, baby. And be willing to receive the information. No matter what it looks like, no matter what it takes. Oh, I got some hearts on that one. Yeah. Well, I don't see any questions. Again, I encourage you to pop into the first part at 11 o'clock. Choice, it becomes most fluid. Absolutely, says Janet. Yeah, it is fluid. That's what it is. It's fluid, it's malleable, it's you. Choice is you. Yeah. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Until Sunday, I will see you all. And once again, have a listen to what we're calling part 1. I don't want to repeat everything that I talked about there. But if you have any questions, I'm here for you. And come on in later with your questions. What would it be like for you to actually be totally present with each and every choice? Even if it's just for 10 seconds. And let all the noise go. Right? Nice heart from Rosanna, thank you. Let the noise go. This is a time for you to be present. Choose and be present. Choose and be present. What actions is required here? Maybe there isn't one. Choice. Now what's next? Now what's next? 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 10 seconds. And being present with each of those 10 seconds eliminates all the extra nonsense going on. It's about you and the choices that you're making right now. And being present with those choices that create with the magic of who you be. Right? Great question to ask is, who am I choosing this for? If you're bumping up against something. If I choose this, what will this create 5 years from now? 10 seconds from now? Janet says, love that. Yeah. Choice, the new frontier. I love it. All right, I will see you on Sunday with Ask Susan Sunday. And next week at 1 o'clock, we will be having magical relationships. So please send me in your questions ahead of time, as you always do. I love hearing from you, whether it's Susan at susanlazarhart.com or right here on the Ask Susan Facebook. I adore you all. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to be with me. I'm so grateful for you. And thank you for choosing. I wonder what that could create today. What are we creating today? Let's choose it. Live boldly, love greatly, and be that fearless leader you came here to be, because the world needs more of you and the magic that you be, not less. Bye-bye.